Hey, it's Glenn with the Ultimate Freedom. We need to talk about my MPPT charge controller from BougeRV, and it's not good. Let's rock. So I have a 40 amp MPPT charge controller from BougeRV, and I absolutely loved it. I loved the size of it. I loved the function of it. I loved how it had Bluetooth built in. I loved that it was 12 volt, 24 volt, 36 volt, and 48 volt. Everything about it I really loved until it stopped working. And the unit I'm talking about is this one right here. I love the size of it. Everything about it was fantastic. This little magnet cover right here. These guys that you crimp down your wires, really strong. They feel really firm. They don't feel iffy. And what happens with this guy is he looks like he's working. Okay? Everything about him looks like he's doing what he's supposed to do. The only problem, he's not. He's not charging. And there's no error messages. And then when I looked into it, this is a widespread problem. In fact, it's so widespread that my Amazon affiliate account won't let me recommend it anymore because the return rate is too high. So I reached out to BougeRV, and here's what happened. They went above and beyond at BougeRV to help me. I was beyond the warranty. I had purchased this long ago when I was setting up my affordable solar setup. They went above and beyond to help me, and I told them I don't want that same unit. It has too high a failure rate. And they sent me another different 40 amp MPPT charge controller. And I thought, great, this is fantastic. And I have it right here, and I'm going to show it to you. The problem, it also has a failure rate that is sufficient that Amazon won't let me recommend it because the return rate is too high. So let's look at my new laptop. Believe it or not, I made this channel on a laptop until now. I finally got a laptop. My original laptop that I went 100 and whatever many, 170 videos, it came with Windows 7. That's how old my HP laptop was. And it got that much life out of it because I run Linux. I don't run Windows and I don't run Mac OS. So my new laptop, let's take a look at it. Ta-da! It's a Dell. I love it. It's fast. It's fantastic. I'm running Linux, Mint, Cinnamon, and I edit videos in OpenShot. All that software is free. So here's the original unit. They're still selling it, and it's $139. And as you can see, that's a great deal for it's 12, 24, 36, 48. Has lots of really good options. You can connect to it Bluetooth and get all the information about watts and charge and amps until it fails and stops charging. This is the one that they sent to me, and I want to make this very clear. The customer service on the customer service side, they went above and beyond and got me this. I was out of warranty and they sent this to me no charge. Then I reached out to marketing because I wanted to hear what I asked them, what do you want me to tell my viewers about this situation? I emailed marketing 2 or 3 times at BougeRV. I believe BougeRV has got a lot of really good products for RVing, and their prices are very affordable. And so I don't want to throw the whole company under the bus. And I said, hey, what do you want me to tell my viewers about this failure? And apparently the one you sent me has a high failure rate as well. What would you like me to say? And it was crickets. I have not got a response. I haven't gotten a response. English is hard. So it's up to me to tell you what I think. So here goes. I'm very disappointed in that unit that failed. And I'm going to install the unit that they sent me, which is right here. So this is the unit that they sent me. I have not unboxed it yet. This is a first unboxing, you and I together. User manual. There's the product. Now it comes with a module for Bluetooth, so you can connect to it. And what I liked about the other one was it was built in. This one's not built in. So let's see if we can get this guy out of the box. Comes with some connectors. Packaged very well. That's too heavy for my hand. So this is called the BougeRV Sunflow 40 amp MPPT solar charge controller. PV, battery, load, battery, load. It's got an RJ45 jack and 2 plugs here. Fins on the back to shed heat. So this guy, I'm going to install him, and I'm going to see how he runs and see how long he runs. Now on my Amazon store, which is actually starting to do very well, thank you very much for using my links and using my store. I do a lot of research so that you can just buy the things that you need at the best prices, and I've already researched them. For instance, this product is not on my Amazon store, and it's not going to be. I went back to the Renogy Rover. They have 30 amp and 40 amp, and I believe they've even got a 50 amp. And the Renogy Rover is rock solid, a little more expensive, it's a little bigger, but what I'm understanding and what I'm learning is the size of these means there's some redundant electronics inside the Renogy Rover that keep it from failing, to where it has 2 of something, and I'm gonna get this wrong. I want you guys to help me out. My channel's great at this. So something called a MOSFET. Well, there's my understanding is there's only 1 in these, and if it fails, it fails, and there's 2 doing the work or carrying the load. That's my very limited understanding of the electronics in these things. So anyway, I'm going to install this, I'm going to hook it up, and I'm going to see how long it runs, and I'll report back to you. Now I can tell you right now that for the future, I'm not going to go into the wilderness. Right now I've got 3 surgeries coming and a whole bunch of medical stuff going on, and I'm here helping my mother as well. So before I head out into the wilderness and do my off-grid homestead, and this rig is my off-grid base, I'm going to have Renogy Rovers, because I cannot have a failure. And if that one still works at the time I'm getting ready to go, I'll put the Renogy Rover in and keep that as a backup. Just like I've got my Lander Pow 3000 watt pure sine inverter, I have my Harbor Freight Jupiter 2000 inverter as a backup. So I've got a backup to all my systems. Now to swap this item out, I put, this is my solar coming down from the roof. It comes from obviously from up top. I put a fuse right here, okay? So I can unplug that fuse and break the circuit. And somebody asked, when I put that fuse there and I made a video about it, somebody said, what, do you expect the sun to go supernova and it's gonna like overload and blow the fuse? No, I'm an RV repair tech. I've seen a branch go through a roof, cross wires, and put 120 volts through a 12 volt system, and anything that wasn't connected to a fuse melted, and anything that had a fuse popped and the wiring was saved. I want a fuse on every single circuit. So now I can work on my solar charge controller, disconnect it and put the new one, taking that fuse out, and then over here going from the charge controller down to the battery. I have a fuse right here, so all I have to do is pop that fuse out, and then I can swap this guy out, which I'm going to do right now. Okay, cool little tech tip while I'm doing this and taking the old charge controller off. So these 2 wires are from the solar up top, and these 2 wires go straight to the battery. It used to be that when I took these off without the fuses, the positives were hot, and if they touched each other, that's not good. I don't have to worry about that now, because the positive and the positive, the fuse is out, and so the circuit is broken, which is really nice to be able to work on this. Also, I tin these with solder, and so the wires are not just loose and getting loose over time, so when you tighten these screws down, you know that you kind of smash the wires. Well, what happens is the solder just turns into a very flat surface. You get a great connection, and it changes much less over time. So I tin these with solder. I fill them with solder with my soldering iron, shake off the excess. That's called tinning. And so 2 tips: the fuse and the tinning. Onward. Okay, so the new unit is installed, and it was pretty straightforward, wasn't too hard. I like it's got this cover right here. This cover pops off. It uses different connectors. I'll show you those over there. And this plugs into the Bluetooth connection, and we're up and running. Now, the interface of this is not as clear and easy to use as the other unit. And I did some research to find out what's failing. When Amazon says I cannot recommend an item because of a high return rate, it doesn't say what the issue is. It just says you can't recommend it. So I did some research, and apparently this unit suffers from a similar problem to the one I just replaced. It just stops charging. The other issue that I saw reported quite a bit is that it loses its settings, and you got to go do the settings again. Now, about the settings. The user manual is confusing. It's got many pages of confusing. And so it was much easier to install the BougeRV app. The app connected and found it right away, and bam, there we go. Voltage, current, the 85 watts going into it, the condition of the battery. So the app is really nice. Now, right when I got it all set up, it was sunny, and then instantly some clouds rolled in because we're going to probably get an afternoon thunderstorm. And so that's why you're seeing the low performance on these numbers. The numbers were up there. I was at almost 300 watts, and I had some partial shade because I've got a tree right beside me where I'm at. So that's what's up with the BougeRV controllers. BougeRV, if you're seeing this and you want to chime in, contact me please and give me a statement if you want to make one. I don't want to throw BougeRV under the bus. I will not be trusting this in my off-grid setup. I'm going to use it and see how it goes, and if it's still working before I head to my off-grid life and to build my off-grid homestead, I'm going to swap it out with a Renogy and use this as a backup. So if you got something out of this video, please give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe. I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate all 2,500 of you now that we're up to on subscribers as we continue to grow, and I really appreciate you leaving me a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about Bouge. Tell me if you've got some experience with them. Like I said, in my Amazon store right now, it's Renogy Rovers in this price range. And they're close to affordable as Bouge. They're a little more, maybe 150, 160 bucks, where these are 140, something like that. So that's it for today. And as always, I will see you in the next video.